What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, yo, it's NateDoggSac916 coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey, welcome to the show, man. If you don't know, this is a show talking about each and everything that we can think of that will help you go from yesterday to tomorrow with a better mindset. That's what I do. That's what I've done. I'm a formerly incarcerated man from Sacramento, California. Did 18 years in prison, and now I'm out here living life, doing my thing right, and hopefully somebody can hear what I say and have a better day. Check me out. Hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell. This is not a prison channel. This is a ex-convicted felon trying to help you guys understand that we more than just a CDC number, right? Check me out. If you go down and hit me in the comments, you can also go to Instagram and Nate.Dog916. I represent myself only, and my community. You know, I'm from Del Paso Heights, California, in Sacramento. That is the neighborhood I grew up in predominantly most of my life. Please don't misunderstand that for me being a gang member. I am from a neighborhood. That is my community. I love my community. I want to see my community flourish. I want to see my community not any longer be referred to as a slum or a ghetto or don't drive over there, lock your doors. My neighborhood is just as safe as any other neighborhood. We're just trying to get it a little bit better. You know, there are things that happen, you know. But today, today we're going to talk about some things, right? So I haven't made videos in a while, like I said in the last one. So today, this video is going to be titled Desensitization of America. So that's what I'm going to title this video. The Desensitization of America. Because I've been paying attention. Just because I don't make videos about stuff don't mean I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention. So let's get into it. K2K Travi. No, hold on. Before we go there, salute to K2K Travi. Salute to Neil Tazad. You know, they're my Sereno partners. My black Serenos. Before we get into that, let's start at the first thing I took notice to. There was a documentary on Netflix about Epstein. The Epstein documentary, right? So I watched the documentary. Let me see what these dudes talking about, right? I'm like, wow, this stuff really goes into deeper than you think. It's a really thick layered web, like one of those exotic spider webs of cover up and lie and money and officials and everything, and pictures of certain people that are popular and actors and politicians. Everybody going to this island and partying with Mr. Epps, with this bum Epstein. May he boil and piss. But then they put so they put that out to the media. Here's what happened, right? Then they come back around, right? And so we know that this is pending. We know that this woman, this co-defendant or whatever, after he kills himself like a coward, we know this woman is still facing charges. There's still an investigation into the whole situation, right? Yeah, of course there should be, right? Take all that shit down. Get that book. I want that log book. I want to see that log book, right? So in order, then all of a sudden, boom, COVID, right? COVID's a big distraction, right? Big distraction, right? I'm not saying that COVID doesn't exist. It exists. My condolences to everybody who's lost loved ones due to COVID. My condolences to all the children who have health issues now because of COVID. Still a smokescreen. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm saying that the focus that was put on it was like a magic trick. Let's distract, in my opinion. Let's distract from what's going on right here by showing them something over here, right? Okay, so boom, COVID, right? So during COVID, everybody's at home. So the first thing I saw that they had the pedophiles in America, or whoever this organization was, trying to attack. I seen a meme on Facebook, and the meme was the LGBT, no disrespect to any groups, except for the pedophiles in this instance. But it was the LGBTQ, the rainbow flag one. I don't know. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but the lesbian, gay, that whole little letter thing. And then they had at the end pedophilia or whatever, or I don't know that other word right now off the top of the head, and I'm not going to go research it, but you guys know the other word I'm talking about, where it goes back and forth, whatever. It's another word for pedophile, but it's the same thing basically. Trying to attach themselves to that organization, right? So trying to say that pedophile lives matter too, basically, right? So trying to ease it in that way, right? And that got shot down by the LGBTQ, like we don't have nothing to do with them, right? You know, we don't have nothing to do with that. We don't know why they're trying to do that. They are not part of our organization, right? Which they not. You know, all pedophiles should be castrated or murdered legally by the electric chair or lethal injection. But so that's the one distraction, right? You do that over there, right? Then we have this, you know, the George Floyd thing that happened. May he rest, you know. The Breonna Taylor, you know, may she rest. And just so you guys know, that family is definitely not happy with those multi-million-dollar settlements. Those officers need to be put on trial for that. You know, you weren't even looking for her and you killed her. So we'll get on that in another video. But yeah, but so that's now everybody's over here. Now everybody's protesting. Boom, 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 boom. So now you're not paying attention to the LGBTQ, the pedophiles trying to get, all right? Because now everybody's like, oh my God, what's going on? The world's going to end. It's going to be a civil war, blacks against whites and this and that, right? You know, which I believe was carefully orchestrated, right? So we're over here. We looking over here again. Boom. Then SB 45 drops. Senate Bill 45. Which states that it is up to the judge's discretion whether or not an individual charged with pedophilia or certain charges has to register as a sex offender if the victim of said charge is within 10 years of the age of the perpetrator. It is up to the judge's discretion. Let's go back to Epstein, right? Because now we've been distracted. So let's go back to the Epstein situation where rumor has it, not just rumor, pictures show it, that there's famous lawyers, famous politicians, famous actors and actresses, all documented on pictures, hanging out with this dude, being around this dude, right? And he's a known pedophile. He's a sex peddler of young women, right? Per se. So fast forward over here to this side, SB 45 says it's up to the judge's discretion. So one person gets to decide in each case, of course. A person gets to decide whether or not you have to register. So whether or not the rest of us get to know that you're a piece of crap. If you move into our community, right? You don't think there was some judges in that book, in that ledger? So let's go over here and senators in that ledger. Senate bill, right? Senate bill? Okay. Pay attention, wake up. So there's judges that get to make the decision whether or not it was something they need to register for. Which desensitizes it a little bit, right? It's like, it's not automatically a hard line that everybody was wrong. So everybody was needs to be a registered sex offender. Let's just forget about the Megan's Law. Let's forget about Megan now, right? Right? Because that's what you're saying, right? You've changed the law now, right? Okay. So now this judge gets to do this, right? Boom. All right. So then we're all, boom, election. Trump versus, that's crazy. I can't even think of the dude's name. That's crazy. You guys know who he going against. The Democratic dude. right? I'm not a politician. I don't get into politics. I will be voting, but we're not going to talk about politics on my channel. But what is the other guy's name? You guys know what I'm talking about. Trump and the other dude, right? That's crazy. But now everybody's focused on what's going on in the election, right? Then Netflix. No, first, you hear about Amazon putting out the child, basically preteen sex doll, or you hear about allegedly a preteen sex doll being sold on Amazon, not necessarily being put out by Amazon, but sold on Amazon, right? Which allegedly has been taken down since. But another desensitization, right? So fast forward, right? Netflix, yeah, the TV, Netflix puts out a movie called Cuties. I haven't seen it. I won't watch it. It's been brought to my attention that this is some kind of preteen child situation going through across the country participating in twerk competitions or something like that, or twerking in some kind of dance competitions. Okay. First of all, who are all these people that are going to these competitions? And why are you letting your child be in the competitions? First of all, let alone Netflix, why are you putting this on national TV to make sure that everybody else can see it? Desensitization. Desensitization. I feel like they're desensitizing it so that when that book does come out, everybody will just be like, nobody will be shocked and all like, oh my God, it'll just be more, it's just par for the course. That's just regular shit. That's what happens. Y'all got to remember, man, that just because you don't see the other hand, you still got to pay attention to what the other hand's doing. Because if you look here, somebody might be looking to stab you with this hand. Don't fall for the distraction. Don't look away, man. Wake up. Open your eyes. Pay attention to what they say. But more than that, pay attention to what they're not saying. Don't be shocked by this big grandiose show of this grandiose demonstration, right? Just because I put something in your face, don't mean I'm not doing something over there just as big or bigger. A big explosion over here, a building blowing up. Yeah, that's going to create America to pay attention, right? While I backdoor a law over here on this side so nobody pays attention. So nobody's paying attention to the law while we push it through. SB 45. California. Stay woke, wake up. It's NateDoggSac916. I told you I'm not just a prison channel, man. Stay tuned. We got more coming. Stay loyal.